This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. As the case against Thailand's mass killer, nicknamed Cyanide Sarah, is said to be 80% complete, a further 5 victims have been added potentially to the list. Victims range in age and include both male and females, all thought to have lent her money before being poisoned. Reports do indicate that her ex-husband, a policeman himself, is not involved in her activity in any way, and the paternity of the child she's said to be carrying has not been reported to the media, as she remains firmly behind bars. Diesel prices are set to drop in Thailand from Thursday. Prices at the pump will be cut by half a baht following a meeting of the Oil Fund last week, and the decline in world fuel prices. More cuts may be on the cards too, and for hauliers the saving is a large one. A university team of experts has declared the Prachinburi area clear of any form of radiation or contamination this week, following the theft of a cylinder which contained cesium-137 earlier in the year that caused a scare. Air, soil and plant samples were tested and showed nothing of concern according to their report. As the election approaches in Thailand, we choose, as we always have done in the past, not to report on promises or daily election news prior to the results. Fabulous 103 has never taken political sides here, and as all parties promise the earth, in some cases to the moon and back, in a bid to win, so early voting will take place this weekend, with the regular mass voting on the weekend following. One thing's for sure, and that is that it's likely to lead to a considerable change in leadership. Over 13 million Thais have qualified for the state welfare cards which give food and utility credit to the poor. Close to 730 million baht has been allocated by the Finance Ministry to the programme that allows gas and electricity credits along with food and staple provisions to be bought to a small but helpful limit. Many, however, were refused the card as in reality they didn't qualify. They have the opportunity to appeal, but in most cases likely won't. Meanwhile at home and in Pattaya, a 32-year-old Indian man, along with his Thai wife, have been arrested in connection with one of the biggest casino discoveries of recent years, right here in Pattaya City. In the earlier hours of Monday morning, a large contingent of local and national police ring-fenced a conference area at the Pattaya Hotel just off Prachinburi Road before entering the rooms, which were filled with over 100 people, all happily gambling away despite the law here, which forbids gambling in any form. A few tried to escape but failed, as 94 men and women, 86 of whom were Indians, were schlepped off to Pattaya police stations, filling the cells to the brim. Each is reported to have paid 50,000 baht for the curry and chips extravaganza that included transport, hotel and accommodation to what had been regularly advertised as a casino experience in Thailand. For them, the swap from king-sized ensuite rooms to communal cells with shared toilets is perhaps the least of their worries, as they all face court here. But with national holidays, those hearings could see them staying longer than expected as guests of the police. Far from the first foray into gambling, the couple are claimed to have spent 2 million baht on equipment to provide all forms of casino gambling, along with free food, with rumours of claims that they'd paid for protection, which obviously didn't keep them safe. Police confiscated the equivalent of 200 million baht in Indian currency, believed to have been the profits from just a single evening. That, along with professional gambling tables for baccarat, roulette, poker and blackjack. The police estimate of the real turnover over a period, 1 million baht. The hotel, they claim they had no idea that the 100 guests were gambling and hadn't questioned the reported 120,000 baht daily rental for the conference space, or the specific request that hotel staff not enter, even for cleaning. An investigation now begins to determine how this operation had been allowed to continue unabated for an obvious while, to what extent the hotel was involved, and if anyone in authority had turned a blind eye. Meanwhile, many will, without doubt, miss their return flights, and for them, gambling will be restricted, to which cockroach will reach the highest point on their cramped cell walls. In other local news, the passenger on a motorbike died following an accident on the Sukhumvit involving a British expat. It appears, and has been caught on CCTV, that the 64-year-old expat rear-ended them with his car, causing both to fall off, and the deceased lady was subsequently driven over by a pickup truck that was in the same lane. Just 37 years old, she was a local caddie. Pattaya City is preparing for the 4-day weekend starting on Thursday, as the nation celebrates the coronation day of His Majesty the King. With traffic predicted to be very heavy, so stores are stocking now ahead of time, and it's advisable to avoid the centre, perhaps shopping early. Looking to the weather, and the Met Office promises highs today of 33, dropping down to 28, with those flash summer storms possible at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.